was your favorite scene in the Top Gun movie the part where Tom Cruise is turning the wrench on his jet? Okay, probably not. But that movie was filled with lots of way cool gadgets and instruments and people working behind the scenes to make sure Maverick and his buddies stay safe as they ride into the danger zone. In Huntington, West Virginia, Marshall University's Division of Aviation has teamed up with Mountwest Community and Technical College to bring students an 18-month associate degree program that includes FAA airframe and powerplant certification that is good for life and recognized in every state in the U.S. I'm author Gwen Alyce Clayton, host of the Rivervine channel here on YouTube. Every Tuesday, I bring you news, features, and commentary about issues that improve the quality of life in our area. On June 4th, 2022, I attended the open house for the new Aviation Maintenance Technology Program at its hangar located at the Huntington Tri-State Airport. The event was a chance for the public to check out the facility, meet with instructors, and have a fabulous lunch that included the West Virginia staple, hot dogs with sauce and slaw. Several aircraft from the AMT program and Marshall's Bill Noe Flight School were on display. There was also a drawing to win a ride in a Marshall airplane. Carl Mummert, Assistant Provost and Head of Marshall's Division of Aviation, emceed the plenary session. Speakers included Marshall University Provost Dr. Avi Mukherjee, Mountwest Chief Academic Officer Michael McComas, and AMT Program Director Jim Smith. There were also information booths from admissions and financial aid, Marshall's Bill Noe Flight School, and talent scouts from companies seeking to hire future graduates.
This program is important to Marshall, right, and to the state of West Virginia as a way of building up a well-trained workforce in bringing aviation industries into the state, working with corporate partners, both to provide well-paying jobs for the students and to help build the economy of the state. From the university's point of view at Marshall, we're moving into aviation with a flight school, an aviation maintenance program, aviation management, and aerospace engineering as a strategic move to position ourselves in aviation in West Virginia.
This is a dream moment because this has been a dream for a long time. Our former president, Dr. Gilbert, had envisioned this along with several other partners and economic development people around the state. And this project took off in a way, I would say, around 2018, when this plan came into fruition. Several people played a key role in that, including Charlotte Weber, our director of RCBI and government relations, and a lot of other people around Marshall and Mountwest as well. And so this is a unique program. It's a program that brings two universities in the state together, which is unique. It is a sign of statewide collaboration, and it is a sign of economic development that we have not seen the likes of which easily before. This will grow our entire region, and this is only one part of the aviation footprint that Marshall University is setting up around the state. We cherish our association with Mountwest. I think this is going to be a fantastic workforce development program that will help our students to get great jobs and great careers. I have some numbers actually, which is really exciting. Aviation maintenance is, of course, a fast-growing career and a well-paying career. This is a study from Boeing for 2021 to 2040, and it estimates that there are 626,000 new aviation technicians that will be needed and 612,000 new pilots over the next 20 years. On a yearly basis, about 30,000 new maintenance technicians and pilots will be needed, and the median salary for aircraft mechanics is $65,000 per year. Starting salary. So it's really a great profession. There is a tremendous demand as you know, every part of the world sees more aircrafts and more aviation related businesses and so on and so forth. So it's a booming industry, and it will need more and more people with the scientific talent and the ingenuity to actually maintain the technology, the methods and the tooling of aviation. So it's a very hands-on program. It's a very experiential program. I think the program is built on corporate partnerships with some great companies that you will hear about. There is a great advisory board being formed. And again, as I said, this is only one part of our aviation portfolio. We also have the Bill Noe Flight School in Charleston Yeager Airport, which offers a 4-year pilot training, as well as a program in aviation management being offered by the Lewis College of Business at Marshall University, and an aerospace engineering major within the mechanical engineering program in the College of Engineering and Computer Sciences. So this is a great time. It's an exciting opportunity. We absolutely cherish, this interest as well as the partnership with Mountwest and other partners in the state. And again, hopefully you get to see this whole thing today, ask a lot of questions, get everything clarified, and hope to see you all in the program.
Mountwest is so excited to be working on this program the last few years, partnering with Marshall University, which was our home for a long time, and RCBI. This is a huge program for this area. Avi mentioned the price, or how much you can make. This is an 18-month program where you can get out of here with paying hardly any tuition and have a job in this area or other places. And the only other thing I really want to point out is West Virginia Invest, our state legislature, a few years back made this program to basically make any 2-year degree that's to go to work free. Technically, it's not quite free. There might be a few fees to pay, but after 18 months, you should not have to have any student loans to get through this program.
Over the last 3 years, we've gone, well, this building went from, like, if you would have been here, the walls were brown. The floor was like this red, weird concrete color that you couldn't quite put on. It smelled old. And it was a building that once housed the National Guard. Okay, so once upon a time, this was a booming building. And we had the opportunity to come in here and revitalize it and put it to use doing something that's gonna benefit the entire community. In this program, the thing I like for people to understand, this is not a dirty job, okay? When people say mechanics, there tends to be this kind of inbuilt prejudice where you're thinking, dirty rooms and oil and, dirty clothes. Your clothes will get dirty, you will get oil on you. But not too many industries you go into are going to allow you to work on a state-of-the-art jet engine 1 week and be working on composites in a wing the next, and be able to understand how the computer system in an advanced aircraft works. And the technology in our industry is growing every single week. There is something new that is added that the airlines or private aviation looks at and says, hey, this technology can make our aircraft safer. This technology can make our aircraft faster. Very few people get to work on those systems. The engineers build them, they're put in manufacturing, but at the end of the day, the safety of those systems and the completeness of those systems for operation starts on the ground. That's where safety starts, okay? And that's what aviation technicians do, okay? We look at aircraft as they come in. If there's an error, you need to understand more than just one section of it. You're not just gonna be working on engines. The instructors who work for this program, pretty much every single day when we talk about different aircraft elements, they are fluent and knowledgeable in everything from the prop to the tail. You're gonna learn everything. Now, the reason why that's important is because when you go to industry and you graduate a program like this, you're gonna go to work for a company that's gonna look at you and say, what do you know, what are you good at? And then you have the opportunity to specialize. So what you learn here is the basics. This is what the FAA and the industry wants you to know so that you have the competencies to be hired. And then once you're done with that, you're gonna go to a different shop and you're gonna work on the latest engines from Europe. You could be working at Boeing. You could be working for any one of our partners, from Embraer to Thoroughbred to Delta. They're gonna take you and they're gonna give you the opportunity to specialize, and you're gonna get better and better and better. And by the time you're done, your training portfolio is gonna be that thick. During COVID, Embraer added 650 jobs during COVID. They are going to be adding another 1,000 by the end of this summer. Delta Airlines needs 1,200 people yesterday. If you go up to Bridgeport, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, they're expanding their operations by 500. Just within a reasonable commute distance, there is a demand for over 7,000 people in the next 2 years, between a 1 and 6 hour drive from here. GE Engines is north of us. Very few people know that one of the leading engine manufacturers in the world has a facility 1 hour north. They manufacture engines, they repair engines, they test engines, they blow engines up, and they put engines back together. And they want you to come do that for them as well.
What's your name?
Drake DeHart.
And what brought you here today?
About 5 years ago, I got interested in planes. I've always been interested in machines and the transportation industry. When I was about 5, I wanted to be like a train engineer. And when I got interested in planes, I looked around to see what schools offered it and heard that Marshall was getting a program soon, so I've just been waiting it out ever since.
What do you find interesting about it?
Just the way that specifically jet engines work, that they're so complicated, and I think that just working with my hands, I think that would be a great career for me. I just enjoy the complexity and working around with my hands a lot.
Thanks so much.
Lindsay Case,
And you're with,
Thoroughbred Aviation.
and what brings you out here today?
We employ people that are airplane mechanics, so we hope to have these students employed by us at some point someday.
Thank you. Name?
I'm Jose Gonzalez. I'm from GE Aviation Peebles Test Operation.
And what are you doing here today?
I'm just helping to recruit a talent at the Peebles Test Operation. We're always looking for really talented technicians, engineers who can help us with our business goals of testing the safest and most reliable jet engines for the aviation industry.
Fabulous, thank you.
My name's Allison Moore.
And you won what did she win?
She won a flight in a Cirrus aircraft with the Bill Noe Flight School.
So how do you feel about this?
I'm very excited. I can't wait to get up in the air and just see things from a different perspective.
What brought you out here today?
My brother's actually interested in the flight school, and he is going to have her as an instructor, and so I've just kind of been tagging along the rest of the day.
Cool. So tell me about the Bill Noe Flight School.
So it's part of Marshall's Division of Aviation, kind of like a sister school to this A&P school. It's located in Charleston at the Yeager International Airport. Second year in operation, and we train pilots for professional entry into the industry. So airline pilots, cargo pilots, and corporate pilots, as well as people who choose a military path. So,
And what is your name?
my name's Nancy Ritter.
Thank you so much. The program is pending certification by the Federal Aviation Administration. Classes start in August 2022. For more information, visit marshall.edu/aviation. If you found this video interesting or informative, please give it the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the Rivervine YouTube channel if you like more quality content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.